Mr. Khavyaropoulos from ΕΛΕΤΑΕΝ, the Hellenic Wind Energy Association. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Theodoros Panagoulis and his partners for the hospitality and having organized such a good event, and for touching topical issues. Now, I'm here in my capacity as the coordinator of the working group of ΕΛΕΤΑΕΝ, the Hellenic Wind Energy Association, regarding wind parks. And I'll start by sharing with you my views on the project presented. Let me point out that the technical work has been tremendous. It's been excellent, and they've been patient enough to be able to manage this consultation process. I had done similar work 10 or 12 years ago in the ministry for the bottom fix back then, and this showed, vis-à-vis this part of technology, the middle to low depth, the capacity, or the potential rather, for investments was low. We thought that moving on to floating platforms, things would get better, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Throughout the week, we've been hearing comments such as that Greece has the best capacity, offshore wind capacity in the Mediterranean, etc. Unfortunately, this is not depicted in the investment capacities, and there are a few reasons for that. The first one being that we are obliged to limit ourselves to the 6 nautical miles, which breaks in half many areas in the southern Aegean. If we had an economic exclusive zone, we would be able to utilize these areas better. Another reason, and it is my own personal view, is that we have been reluctant and fearful with regard to the Cyclades area. If we check the map, we'll see that there are areas of high capacity in Crete, the 2 projects proposed in the short term, an area with high capacity in Yaros, and very few things after that. There's a project in Donousa, a small project, and I'm sure that we could have done much more in Kassos, Keros, Amargos, Fourni, and Iosif Stratios. Some of these projects are included in the map, but they are there for the next period, the midterm. I'd personally like to see them come earlier to replace some others which I don't think are quite viable or sustainable. Aside from the pilot projects that can be done at a depth of 7 meters or 7.5, there's no point in us talking about floating for projects in the Apontia or in the Patraikos Gulf, etc. The reason is quite simple. If we move to 7 meters per second instead of 9, we will have much higher cost per megawatt hour. We are going to pay an expensive price. So this is where I'll stop regarding my first reaction. Thank you very much, Mr. Khavyaropoulos. I understand that the objection is in the specific selection of areas that have been included in the midterm and in the long-term development plan. I will add to that the fact that we have a draft law pertaining to 2 gigawatts for offshore wind parks is a positive thing. a problem of